Hard work by the campaign teams and different ideas on how to run the campaign from before. Trump is ahead of Kamala Harris in most opinion polls.
Friendly with people, if I can have a relationship with people.
Topic at the finish of the Republican campaign, those most important to Americans, the economy, economics and security. This in the context of migration policy.
Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? I don't think so. I don't think so. So I'm here today with a message of hope for all Americans. With your vote this election, I will end inflation. I will stop the invasion of criminals into our country.
Americans are looking anxiously at the southern border. Reports from Mexico say more migrant groups are moving north towards the United States. Trump has for months been criticizing the administration of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who, as vice president, was also supposed to be in charge of migration policy.
In a democracy, we should have no room for, nor should we ever condone any form of political violence. In a democracy, people will debate, people will disagree, but not resort to violence. And everyone should speak out about that.
So much for the candidates' theories. However, both staffers and the Democratic-friendly media have a different plan. Given Harris's increasingly poor performance, her people have decided to frame the campaign finish as a discussion around Donald Trump's mental health. Lies and even false medical reports are appearing online.
It takes stamina to run for president. It takes stamina to be president. And Donald Trump does not have stamina.
The mainstream media is filled with analyses by psychologists discussing whether Donald Trump is fit for office. Celebrities are being brought on board to the campaign to rejuvenate Kamala Harris's image. Democrats are getting more and more anxious.
W miarę jak one pokazują, że Trump tam zaczyna mieć wyraźną już przewagę.
As they show that Trump begins to have a clear advantage, the accusations escalate and it comes to be what used to be called the reductio ad Hitlerum. That is, if we are running out of arguments, we call someone our opponent Hitler, and additionally, crazy. And as if that wasn't enough, to Kamala Harris's aid came Joe Biden himself, who simply stated that Donald Trump needs to be politically isolated. Of course, this is within the framework of political debate and non-aggression that Harris spoke of.
I mean, so I know this sounds bizarre. It sounds like if I said this 5 years ago, you'd lock me up. We got to lock him up.
And this is where a problem arises. In the frenzy of the campaign and the clash between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, many forget that the United States is officially still governed by President Joe Biden, the same one whose mental and physical state stripped him of his candidacy under the threat of immediate removal from office. Nevertheless, the Democrats, having Joe Biden still at the helm, allow themselves to analyze the health of the Republican challenger, which, in such a configuration, seems somewhat grotesque.